Are you aware of things like chance and accident and disaster that might come in and stop this plan that you have evolved? I mean, you seem to me to have everything neatly sorted out, and it's very enviable.
You think I have it too planned?
No, I'm not saying you have it too planned.
Well, see, I do think we have a choice in what our lives are going to be like. You see?
We don't have a chance about what's going to hit us when we don't know.
Okay, let me tell you this. My impression, I have a certain, I guess, positiveness about my life, but I realize that every time I create a positive thought in my mind, also I create a negative thought. It's just like, I'm going to be very successful. And my mind said, oh, no, you're not, you know? Okay? So since I create positive and negative, it's which one I give the most attention that is powerful. When I think positive constantly, it's very powerful, and it controls me. If I think negative all the time, it's going to control me too. So right now, my positive thought is there is going to be no disaster to destroy what I have planned for me and my family. And if there is, that's life.
I'm a boss. I'm a boss. I'm a boss.
You said you never want to work for anyone.
Yeah, I don't want a boss. I don't think we need that. I mean, we live in a time now where it's like easier now than ever to do anything. Like, I don't understand. Like, people come up to me like, how do I start making a movie, or how do I was just like, you got a phone, like film. If I had a phone when I was like 7, I would have made every movie I ever thought. I just would be doing it all the time. Like, we need to learn that, like, how important we are, because like we don't feel really important. Like, we don't feel like we can do those things. Like, people are always asking me for permission on things like, can I be a stand-up? Do you think? I was like, like, who's stopping you? Like, nobody's stopping anyone anymore. Like, but we're afraid to move on. That's why there's so much like nostalgia on the internet.
This ain't no fucking game for me. I don't give a fuck about a nigga trying to classify me as a producer. My beats was whack at one point, dog. I wasn't always having hot beats. I learned how to make hot beats. I'm focusing on rhyming now. I'm gonna be the fucking best. And I'm be charting with these niggas. I'm gonna come out #1. Hopefully, if it's not the first album, be the second album. If it's not the second album, be the third album. I'm not just trying to say I'm gonna come out and sell 10 million, but I'm gonna do everything I got in my power, and I got to one up because I just hear my beats first.
Woo! Here's something. Every time I bat an eyelash, it's a political act.
Yeah, it is. You know, because anytime anybody does what their dream is or do what's in their heart, that's the most political thing you could do. You know, I can't change the world, but I can change myself, and I can influence the world by what I do, you know? So it's the most political thing you could do is when you do your own thing, okay? It's true. It's very true. It's the most powerful thing, too. You know, because when you're in drag, when you become the image of your own imagination, it's the most powerful thing you could ever do, you know, because ain't no stopping you. You know, in my mind's eye, I've always been a superstar, you know,
right.
And nobody couldn't tell me no different, you know what I mean?
Right.
So if you believe it, then they'll believe it, they'll buy it, you know.
Just stop this. You know, I really hate to make light of situations like this, but I have a dark sense of humor, so I really don't. At the end of the day, my heart does go out to her. It can't feel like the end of the world, you know what I'm saying, when it looks or seems like everything is crumbling around you. You know, but babe, y'all can't be putting all this. You gave your everything to a man that ain't even proposed to you. I don't feel like you should do everything for a man anyway. Put every single thing where you feel just so lost and destitute without him. But damn, bitch, this ain't even your husband or nothing. I'm not putting my all into a nigga whose name ain't even on the lease. That nigga can't even get half. I'll put a little bit into, like, I'll put something into it. But what kind of dumbass shit is that? So it's a lot of people that just do too much for a little bit because they want to be loved so bad. And that's so sad. Nobody deserves to be mistreated, you know, and shit like that. So my heart does go out to a dumbass, you know, but, And this is why we always have conversations about having your own shit. Because you could let a nigga pay your phone bill, but bitch, you need to be acting like you got to pay a phone bill every month. Go send your phone bill payment to your savings. So that if you keep yourself accustomed to, you know, paying for or setting aside what your expenses are anyway, even if a nigga do start taking care of shit, bitch, you'll never feel ass out if you had to start doing it. You see what I'm saying? So you can let a nigga take care of you, but you still need to be able to take care of yourself. You ought not ever be in a situation where that nigga, he cut your phone off or he put you out or whatever, you can't go get you a fucking apartment. You can't go get you a new phone. Bitch, you ought to be able to get you a car or have a car with your fucking name on it to where he cannot take it. You know, just shit like that. Y'all just be getting way too comfortable and you don't look out for yourself. Y'all be expecting people to do all this shit for you that you have not done for yourself. You gotta have your back first. You have to. I don't care how in love you think you are.
They know I am a champion. All champions do is all champions do. If you a champion female in this motherfucking building, if can't no weak ass motherfucking clown ass motherfucking nigga bring you the fuck down, make some motherfucking noise. Cause you niggas is so fucking weak. Y'all got the audacity to be intimidated by a bad motherfucking queen and get your motherfucking feelings hurt. But it's old motherfucking K. Cause Barack needed a Michelle, bitch. And Bill needed a motherfucking Hillary, bitch. You better pray to God you don't get stuck with a motherfucking Melania. You niggas want brainless bitches to stroke your motherfucking ego? Well, fuck you, nigga.
It's you who needs to step away. Everyone else doesn't need to change. It's much more logical to raise stronger people who understand the world does not revolve around their feelings than trying to force other people to change the way they live to make others feel adequate.
But you know what? Where my independent women at? I gotta say this. Earn what you have. It's not cool to be a loser. Go to school, graduate, get your own. Because when it all said and done, they can say whatever they want to say about you, but they can't take it from you. Stop giving your goodies away to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. They ain't worth it.
Message.
Barbs, I really am serious. And if you're not in school, be an entrepreneur. But don't be running around begging these niggas for nothing. Okay? Okay? And when you see me, show me your bachelor's and your master's. That's the best thing you could do for me as my fan. If you fuck with me, go out there and be ambitious. Go out there and really get shit done. And stop depending on motherfuckers and having niggas kick you to the motherfucking curb and telling you to...
Right. Yeah. Right.
So, Barbs, if you haven't heard this all year, I want to be the first one to say that I am so very proud of you.
That's what business is all about, confidence. You know, the song says you can be a hero or a zero, and the difference is confidence. And if you have created a portfolio for yourself, even in your own head, that you are really special and you know your business and nobody knows whatever part of that business that you do better than you do, that gives you confidence.
On 2010's Did It On 'Em from Nicki Minaj's debut studio album Pink Friday, the then 28-year-old rapper asserted her dominance in the rap game. Ain't that crazy, y'all? Ain't that crazy? Nicki Minaj put out her album when she was 28 years old. Y'all know how they be having the memes that be like, Oprah didn't do this till this age. Bill Gates ain't do this till this age. Da 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 da. Okay? You better get out there and do it, bitch. Handle it. Bitch, I'm 28 right now. So the then 28-year-old.
That the only thing that you can do is find something that you're naturally good at, figure out how to make a living at it, because then you'll do it well, and then you try to make yourself irreplaceable in whatever it is that you're doing. Every stage in life can be an adventure. You don't have to be defined. If you didn't make it in your 20s, you can make it in your 30s. And if you didn't make it in your 30s, you can make it in your 40s. And if you didn't make it in your 40s, you can make it in your 50s. And just remember Grandma Moses. You know who that is? Oh, please tell me you remember Grandma Moses. She was a painter. And she didn't start painting until, I think, in her 80s. And one of the most prolific painters.
Never too late.
Never too late.
Never
so have
too late.
fun. That's what it's all about.